Good morning. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. My name is Susan Ward, and I'm with the Bureau of Student Wellness at the New Hampshire Department of Education. I'm just going to wait a few minutes or a little bit longer just to make sure people are getting those Facebook Live notifications and just remind people that we're live this morning. While we're waiting, I'm just going to remind people to please continue to join us during our 9 o'clock hour and at 3 p.m. for live discussions. Lately, during our 3 p.m. sessions, we've been inviting professionals in New Hampshire to open up discussions about really important topics. You can find these presentations on our Bureau of Student Wellness page, on Facebook, or our YouTube page under New Hampshire or NH Student Wellness. So hopefully people are having a chance to tune in, and I'm just gonna leave a resource right there. So teachers, students, families, we've all been in the process of remote learning now for a little over a month in most cases. As teachers establish routines and expectations in the virtual classroom, there are still some concerns about providing wellness supports for special education students during this time. So right now, over 55 million K through 12 students are currently affected by school closures. And that's over 7 million students in special education also affected. 1 in 13 students in the US who receive special education services are most likely to benefit from learning at a school structure in a supportive environment. Now that school is operating remotely, it's definitely exacerbating the disparities for students who receive these services. Children and family that are unable to access supports may also be frustrated. Some students may have been working with physical therapists, speech therapists, special education teachers, and a myriad of other specialists. And now that everyone's home, the student may be working with specialists either through YouTube video chats, recorded video sessions, or Zoom meetings, or they might be missing those supports altogether. A child without or with processing issues may rely on their parents to really be close by for that support. So without necessary physical equipment, parents may find themselves improvising, trying to be the teacher, the therapist, so still work from home and care for other young children. And even if this adaptation is stressful, it's still so important that students with learning disabilities or physical disabilities continue to really receive that instruction and continue the development of those skills. Parents and students may also have issues understanding how to use technology or maybe not even have access to technology. Unfortunately, there are a lot of barriers to receiving services, and this calls for creativity to work around them. And with the added stress on parents and them possibly having to rearrange work schedules, it really creates a stressful situation. To help teachers better serve the special education population during school closures, a consortium of more than 30 disability and education groups created a one-stop shop digital resource for teachers. It's called educatingalllearners.org. It includes specific resources and guidance on how to deliver lessons online. The site is aimed to special education teachers, although free for anyone to use. There is also guidance on working with parents in conducting online IEP meetings. The resource also lists tips for regular education teachers working with special education students. Tips may remind teachers to use larger fonts or use closed captions while showing videos. The site also includes webinars that can be accessed live, or you can go back and watch those recorded sessions. It also allows teachers to contribute their own effective lessons, which allows others to find a multitude of sources. So a lot of experts and people in the field are really contributing to this site. It's important to mention our special education students not only need educational supports, but they're in need of wellness supports. Their routines have changed. They may not be interacting with their mentors, their therapists, their teachers any longer. They also might be confused and frustrated by the situation. It's important that parents, teachers, and therapists remind their students that it's okay to feel frustrated and stressed out. Letting them know that you will get through this together will remind them that you're also one of their wellness supports and that you will continue to help them through this challenge and that it may look different than what they're used to. Parents can help their special needs child by establishing and sticking to a daily routine or schedule. This really allows children to know what to expect and takes that fear out of wondering what's going to come next. And it really helps decrease stress. So creating like a visual, age-appropriate schedule really allows children to access that schedule and refer to it throughout the day and being able to look and see what's going to happen throughout the entire day or throughout the week. Younger children really might benefit from a picture schedule so that they can easily understand if they're not able to read. Another way parents can help is to try to teach their children flexibility. Parents can do this by making one small change in the child's daily schedule every few days. This might mean alternating between reading time and math time. Using timers may also help families stick to the schedule. And as easy as that sounds, life at home happens. And so if you can't stick to a strict time schedule, don't worry too much about it. It can open up the conversation about how adults have to use those flexibility skills as well. And if you notice your child becoming anxious, mindfulness activities can really help kind of promote that emotional control and that self-regulation. These activities can include coloring, listening to music, meditation, breathing exercises, and there are multiple resources for different activities that could help. And if you begin to notice any concerning behaviors in your child, please reach out to your child's physician or to a mental health professional. We always recommend ideas and comments even after this live session. So if you have tips or wellness strategies that work as a parent, as a teacher, please share that in the comment section even after we're done with our live recording. We love hearing about your ideas. We love seeing you share them. So thank you so much for watching today. Please tune into our 3 p.m. coffee chat today. Coffee chat. Afternoon bell. So we can tune in and learn about internet safety during social isolation and remote learning. See you this afternoon.